Ladies and gentlemen, in the previous class, we were talking about Brihaspati. I explained you about what happens if you have Brihaspati in Dushtana houses, especially 6th house, 8th house, and the 12th house. I would request if lot of you can turn on the cameras. It helps me to connect with you more with the blessings and ashirwad, so that I can see that how many of you are trying to understand what I'm saying. It will be really good if you can do that, but it's okay if you can't. But it makes me comfortable that I'm connecting with you. So uh, so we were talking about Brihaspati in the 6th house, 8th house, and the 12th house. And 6th house Brihaspati, 8th house Brihaspati, and 12th house Brihaspati is because of Nija doshas. Certain doshas that we have done in our past life, out of which the 8th house Brihaspati is the most difficult one. The most difficult one. Because 8th house Brihaspati will give you midlife crisis. And I'm just talking about Dhan yogas. I'm not talking about spirituality. I'm not talking about Jyotisha or enhancement in Jyotisha. What I'm talking about here is the dhana, the quality of life. Quality of life is only decided by Brihaspati. Let me be very clear. Sun and moon will not be able to do anything, if your Brihaspati is bad, right? They will not be able to do, because it is the order of the Guru. It is the Guru who is saying no. So all the planets will stop there, because the order has come directly from the Guru. But if the Brihaspati says yes, right, then the class that I'm going to tell you today is that one yoga in your horoscope for which 120 years of dasha doesn't matter. This is known as Ishwar Yoga in the chart, which I'm going to explain you today. Which yoga? Ishwar Yoga, right? Made by Devaguru Brihaspati. If you find this yoga in a horoscope, you have Rahu Dasha, Shukra Dasha, Shani Dasha, Marak Dasha, Badak Dasha, Yoga Karak Dasha, does not matter. Brihaspati will not allow any negative effects of that particular, or in fact, any Dasha. Brihaspati is that powerful. Brihaspati is such a powerful graha, under under certain circumstances, which gives you blessing for good 70 years, 80 years of life. I'll show you the charts. I'll show you the charts. But on the same time, uh, 6, 8, 12 Brihaspati, we have three types of Dushtana bhavas: 6, 8th, and 12th. And I gave you the remedy of Shiva Sahasrana. If you have these placements, the only remedy is Shiva Sahasranama. Okay. Now, here there is a catch to it, right? Which I will explain. I usually explain these things in Shiva Mahapuran, but I'm giving you the hint here. There are 8 types of Shiva Sahasranamas. How many types? 8. Out of which 5 of them are similar, but 3 types are very different Shiva Sahasranamas. Okay. So, can you tell me the most prominent, anyone who can answer this, the most prominent, the most powerful Shiva Sahasranama is from where? What is the source? Anyone who could tell me that?
Vedavyas, spiritual written by Vedavyas.
Okay. No, I'm not talking about Shiv Mahapuran. I'm talking about Shiva Sahasranama. Sunny is given the
Shiva.
right answer. Sunny deserves a good hug from his guru. Okay. It is Mahabharata. Mahabharata. The Mahabharata, the second one is from the Linga Purana. Okay. There's also a very powerful Shiva Sahasranama from the Linga Purana. And there is also Shiva Sahasranam from the Shiva Mahapurana. But that is similar to the Shiva Sahasranama in the Mahabharata. Okay, so if you have a very bad Jupiter in the Kendra, afflicted Jupiter in the Kendra, then you should do Shiva Sahasranama from Mahabharata. Okay, and if you have, so there is categories. So these categories are explained in Shiv Mahapuran. That if you have Dushtana Brahaspati, then what kind of a, if you have 2, 5, 2 second house, third house, 11th house, Brahaspati, then what kind of a Shiva Sahasranama you're supposed to chant. So we can discuss that in detail. I can have a specific class for it. Now talking of Brahaspati, the first yoga, I think this is 40th yoga, Praveen ji, Shashank ji, or 41st, 43rd.
42nd, I guess.
44th, Guruji.
44th? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
43rd, 44th, 43 was we've done, 44th yoga. 44th yoga is not the Ishwar yoga, just one yoga before the Ishwar yoga. If you have Jupiter conjunct with Surya, okay, in the Dushtana Bhavas, the only remedy is the river bank. What is the meaning of the river bank? The moment, oh, I'm not recording, I'm recording. The moment, okay, 43rd, okay, Jyotish. 43rd? Okay. So the moment you see this yoga in a horoscope where we have Jupiter and Surya together, the only remedy, and 99% of the time, what will happen is that you might have a combustion of Brihaspati here. Because if it is a effective conjunction, if it is within 13 degrees, I count it as a effective conjunction, and there will be a combustion. Now combustion, if the Jupiter is behind the Surya, it is a severe combustion. Okay, so if you have that severe combustion, one remedy that you must give to this native is to go to a river, or at least in Ganga. Go to Ganga and take a dip. Just take a dip. The negative effects of Brihaspati will slowly fade away. Okay, that is one. But then there is another Ishwarya yoga. उससे पावरफुल योग कोई नहीं होता है. कोई राजयोग नहीं, कोई exaltation नहीं, कोई debilitation नहीं. That is the most powerful yoga coming directly from Ishvara, coming directly from Shiva. That, hey, look, if you remain sattvic, if you dedicate yourself to Shiva, if you follow the principles of Vedas and Puranas, because Vedas के principle कलयुग में follow करने is not easy, it's difficult. You cannot. When I launched Shiv Mahapuran yesterday, over the period of time when I started learning, I started my journey with the first Veda, Rig Veda. And I gave up, within 6 months. I'll be very honest with you. Because neither you have time, nor you have those gurus who can teach you Vedas. Especially in Kali Yuga, it is not possible. It is not. You know how Vedas are taught? Vedas can only be taught in contact classes. What is a contact class? When you are in contact of your guru. When a guru is sitting right in front of you and there is this hand on your head and you are doing mantras and satvik, you're cooking for your guru, you're making your guru eat, you are going to jungle to get food for your guru, only then you can learn Vedas. Then what was the solution? The solution was given by Rishi Vyas. He wrote Shiva Mahapuran. And he actually, there are Samhitas in Mahapuran. Samhita means collections. Vidveshwar Samhita, Rudra Samhita. Samhita is collections. So they collected all the Vedas, made them into simple stories and shlokas and mantras, and put it in the Puranas. Why there are 18 Puranas? Because 6 Puranas belong to Vishnu, 6 Puranas belong to Brahma, and 6 Puranas belong to Shiva. 6, 6, 6. And out of all these 18 Puranas, the highest level is given to Shiva Mahapuran. That is why we are starting with this, and then we have Bhagavatam also coming. All the remedies of such yogas, of Dushtana Brahaspati, Dushtana Shani, Dushtana Shukra, they are all found in these Puranas. Because we can't dig into Vedas completely. We cannot. We cannot. So, Brahaspati says that if I am present in a particular sign, now listen to this rule very carefully. I will also write it for you. Brahaspati Devata, Devaguru Brahaspati says, if I am placed in a particular sign and the planet which is exalted in that sign is giving me a Rashi Drishti, it is called as the Ishvara Yoga. Should I repeat? I'll write this yoga for you. The yoga says, if Jupiter is in a sign and the planet which is exalted in that sign, where Jupiter is, in that sign, is aspecting Jupiter, दृष्टि डाल रहा है, by Rashi Drishti, it is known as the permanent Ishvara Yoga. If it is aspecting by Graha Drishti, then it is a temporary Ishvara Yoga. Temporary, not permanent. Because Graha Drishti is temporary and Rashi Drishti is, come on, permanent. Rashi Drishti is permanent. Graha Drishti, temporary. Okay? Remember this thing. No conjunction, nothing. No conjunction, okay? Just stick to what I am saying. Don't add or delete anything. Brahaspati is very strict about it. Conjunction, this, that, no. Parivartan is a very peculiar thing. We can talk about Parivartan later, but I'm only talking about Rashi Drishti. Suppose if Jupiter is exalted, then what will happen? Jupiter is present in Moon, and Moon is exalted where?
Taurus.
You see, in the sign in which, you see, it's not about the Moon. In the sign in which Jupiter is the lord of that sign, wherever it is exalted. Okay? So I'll give you an example here. Let me give you an example here. You see, we have this chart of Lata Mangeshkar ji. This is a rectified time for her. Jupiter is in the Lagna. Okay. Which planet is exalted here? In this sign? दो नंबर
Moon,
में.
Guruji. Moon.
Moon. Moon is exalted. Okay. तो कर्क लगन में कौन सा exalted होता है? Jupiter खुद ही exalted होता है. Okay. So in that case, this is one exception. If it is the Kark Lagna, we will consider moon. If it is Taurus Lagna, then also we'll consider moon. Okay, makes sense? I've just given you an exception here. So which planet is exalted in Taurus?
Moon.
Does moon have a Rashi Drishti on this Jupiter?
Yep. Yes.
Did you see this? Did she ever struggle in her entire career? In her entire career, was there even one day in her life when she has not got respect from this world? From this entire world? For one song that she has to sing, there is a waiting of 5 months. There was. Maybe Pakistan, maybe, London, America, she's been called, and she is pure Saraswati, Jupiter in the Lagna. And alone Jupiter, you see. Look at the chart. It's an absolutely alone Jupiter here. Absolutely alone Jupiter. Do we have any afflictions here of this Jupiter? No afflictions. Mars is aspecting Jupiter by its 8th aspect, and let me tell you, Mars is the double best friend of Jupiter. Even it is malefic. You see, no dasha. The only requirement for this Jupiter was she has to be a pure devotee of Gayatri Mantra. And how many of you know that once in a year, Lata Mangeshkar ji used to go on Jyotirlingas, Kashi Vishwanath, and used to sing there. Used to dedicate her voice to Shiva. Any artist who is the well-known artist will go to Shiva. And at least either on Shivratri or on the Jyotirlinga will give his dedication to Shiva. They would want Shiva to listen to them. In my Shiva Mahapuran 1-year program, every month I am going to visit one Jyotirlinga with whosoever students can accompany. Next 12 months, 12 Jyotirlingas. And people who are abroad, people who cannot go, they will all get the virtual darshans. We'll do the video calls from there, so that they can get their darshans. You will have to, dedicate yourself. Otherwise, there's no point. The only requirement is satvikta. But if this yoga is happening in the Kendra, it is super, super powerful. If this yoga is happening in Dushtana, it is still powerful. It is still powerful. Can I show you one more chart? It is very difficult to get Ishvara yoga. Okay. Where is the Jupiter here? Where is the Jupiter here? Where is the Jupiter here? In the sign of Virgo? Virgo. Which planet is exalted here?
Mercury.
In the sign of Virgo, which planet is exalted? Mercury?
Mercury.
Does Mercury have a Rashi Drishti on the Jupiter?
Yep. Yes.
Does that have? Yeah. This is the yoga I got in my chart. Jupiter is being aspected by Rashi Drishti by Mercury. The only requirement of this Jupiter is to be spiritual. You have to be spiritual. You have to give your life to Shiva, to Krishna. No dasha will harm you. No dasha. If Jupiter is exalted, you look at Chandra. No dasha will harm you. This is known as Ishwar Yoga. Do we have anyone who's got this yoga in the class? Anyone? Did you see in your charts? Okay, Superior says temporary one. Can you explain that? Oh, you have a Graha Drishti. You have a Graha Drishti. This particular Rashi Drishti, Simrat is having this yoga. Wow, Simratji, this is amazing. The day you become spiritual, wow. Simratji, can you show your chart? Can you just tell me your date of birth and time again for everyone,
Yes,
please?
sir. Yes, sir.
Please
So,
tell me.
14th February,
Okay. Yeah.
1976.
Yeah. Time is?
1970. Sir, 1976.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time is, sir, 5:35 a.m.
And you are born in Ludhiana.
Yes, sir.
We have Jupiter. The planet which is exalted in the Jupiter is Venus in this sign, and Venus is aspecting by Rashi Drishti. Fantastic. Even though Brihaspati is in the Marana Karn Sthana, and she's going through the Antardasha of Brihaspati, and she's learning. Nikhil has it. That is why he is the devotee of Shiva, Pishaji. The people will learn Shiva science with this Ishwarya Yoga. People will learn. The only problem with this particular, yoga is that it will harm you. It will be not giving you results if you are not spiritual, if you are not talented. This is a kripa of Ishwar on that particular native. The only thing is that you have to be a pure sattvic. There is no alternative of being sattvic. There's no alternative. That is the final thing. And this will definitely give you quality of life. Definitely give you quality of life. Fantastic, Parveen ji. ये ईश्वरीय योगा होता है. Your elder daughter has it. And if there are other planets that can support, उस इंसान से लोग मिलने के लिए वेट करेंगे लाइफ में, especially after the age of 40, 42. People will wait. If it is happening in Kendras, it is most powerful. If it is happening in Upachya or Dushtana, it is averagely powerful.
Happening in Upachya. Jupiter is in Kendra. The Lord of exalted planet is in Upachya.
That doesn't matter. It should have a Rashi Drishti.
That is the Rashi.
Graha Drishti is temporary. In certain dashas, you'll get great results, but in certain dashas, you may suffer if there's a Graha Drishti. But in Rashi Drishti, spiritually, if you have done 12 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh mantras or 1 crore mantras, this Ishwarya, you know what was the quality of Lata Mangeshkar? She used to chant Gayatri mantra 1 hour every day in the morning. And she had Sakshat Saraswati on her tongue. Sakshat. The way she used to sing, people used to get up from their seats. ये योग साक्षात सरस्वती का योग होता है. ऐसे लोगों के जुबान में सरस्वती होती है. और वो जितना मंत्र जपेंगे, जितना भगवान शिव को, कृष्ण को डेडिकेट कर देंगे, उतना ही ईश्वर उनके पास आता जाएगा. बिकॉज दिस योगा हैज द पोटेंशियल. This yoga has the potential. And you will find very talented people. no other bad yogas will affect. No other bad yogas will affect if that person becomes an avid devotee of Shiva. बृहस्पति शिव जी के आगे झुकते हैं और किसी के आगे नहीं, किसी के आगे नहीं। ये बात याद रखिएगा. Remember this. My brother has it. Jupiter in Gemini aspected by Mercury. Fantastic. But on the same time, requirement is sattva. The more, okay, Jupiter is retro, then it is not the yoga. Jupiter has to be normal Jupiter. It can be exalted, it can be in any sign, but if it is debilitated, right, or it is retro, then the effect of this yoga reduces. In Dushtana, it reduces.
Sir, in Gemini, Rahu will be exalted, so it has to be aspected by Rahu.
Yeah. So what is she writing?
Aspected by Mercury, she
Jupiter is in Gemini. So Gemini, Rahu should aspect it through Rashi Drishti, not Mercury. So then there's this yoga is not there. Correct, Shreyaji. Well done. Will call it an incident as I don't have another term that to give the same minute she, Lata Mangeshkar, left the world without any news. I played a song by her and I generally won't, but that day it happened. Wow. See, there are some connections. You never know. You know what? How this happened, Maninder, is that whenever such soul goes from this loka, there is a vibration in the area. Whenever you have a moon, your own moon, that can catch a particular vibration, you get that thought कि उस इंसान को कुछ हुआ होगा या उसका कुछ play करते हैं. That is what it happens. You know, at times your moon is in a state where you can catch those vibrations. That's it. It's that simple as that. Right? और कुछ नहीं होता है. Okay? Now, can you tell me the planets that are friendly to Jupiter and the planets that are enemy to Jupiter? Who can tell me? Very basics. बृहस्पति देवता के एनिमिकल प्लैनेट्स कौन से होते हैं? फटाफट से बताओ. I think people are on mute. They can unmute yourself before.
Sir, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu.
Saturn, Rahu, Ketu.
Mercury.
Rahu, Ketu, Venus.
Mercury.
Mercury, Venus, Rahu, Ketu. और कुछ? Okay. That's it. Anyone who wants to say anything else? We've got Rahu, we've got Ketu, we've got Venus. Venus, Mercury only. Saturn is neutral. अच्छा, और राहु? राहु क्या करता है पारुल जी?
I think वो भी neutral ही होंगे because they follow the guru.
राहु भी न्यूट्रल है क्योंकि वो. अच्छा, मुझे बताओगे राहु केतु why the enemy of Jupiter? What is the logic? Why Rahu Ketus are enemy to Jupiter? क्या लॉजिक है? No
मुझे
answer?
एक बार आपने बताया था ना कि राहु I mean Jupiter is the third eye और राहु जो है वो I mean उससे रिलेटेड आपने कुछ बताया था.
मान लिया राहु, चलो उसको जहां पे राहु होगा वहां पे ऑब्स्टेकल होगी. Why केतु? Why केतु is enemy? They are not sattvic planets. Who said Ketu is not sattvic? I will tell you a yoga known as, it is not a yoga. I would tell you a derivation today. And you will all apply with all the planets. Okay, सभी ग्रहों के साथ आपने इसको अप्लाई करना है. आपको उसके बाद फ्रेंडलीनेस और एनिमिकल का लॉजिक सदा के लिए क्लियर हो जाएगा फॉर ऑल द प्लैनेट्स. कैन वी डू इट नाउ? This rule is a Parashari rule, and this rule has come from the movement of Jupiter in the Brahmanda, and this rule has been adopted by all the planets. So this rule applies on all the planets to find out which are friendly planets with a graha and which are inimical planets with a graha. And we will apply this rule to all 9 planets, and we will make a table, we'll make a list, which will make you clear that, I mean, this concept will be crystal clear for your lifetime to everyone. What is the rule? The rule is the planet 2nd, 4th, 5th, 8th, 9th, and 12th from the Mula Trikona sign of any graha are the friendly planets. Should I repeat? Should I repeat? Write down. I'll just speak it slowly. Any planet which is 2nd, 4th, 5th, 8th, 9th, and 12th from the Mula Trikona sign of a graha are friendly, remaining are inimical. Shall we try this for Jupiter? करें try एक बार, आपके concepts clear करें. Then we try for Moon, we try for Shani, we try for Shukra. Leave your pens and pencils and look at the screen. छोड़ दो, बड़ा आसान तरीके से मैं आपको ये सारा समझा दूंगा. Just look at the screen, everyone, carefully. Let's make a Naisargik Kundli, okay, which is a Kal Purush horoscope. Let's make it. ठीक है, बनाए. So Naisargik Kundli will be which Kundli? Mesha Lagna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. चलो मुझे बताओ. यहां पे लिखते हैं जुपिटर. Okay, look at the screen, everyone, carefully. We'll write friends here, and we'll write enemy here. There should be a third bracket says neutral. NU. ठीक है. जुपिटर का मूल त्रिकोणा साइन कौन सा है? Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Okay. Can I say, now look at the screen, everyone. ध्यान से देखो. Which is the second from Jupiter?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Lord of the Capricorn is
Saturn.
Saturn. So Saturn should be friendly with Jupiter?
Yes.
No, Guruji, it's also the lord of the third house.
It is
आपने two
also
और-
the lord of the third house. So one friend, one enemy is equal to
Neutral.
neutral.
neutral. So Saturn will be what? So can I write here Saturn, and can I tick on neutral? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. That is the second rule. यहाँ पे cancellation हुआ. Fourth कौन सा है? Jupiter himself. ठीक है.
Yeah.
Fifth कौन सा है?
Mars.
Mars is also 12th from the Jupiter. Yes.
Yes.
साइन कौन कौन से थे? हाउसेस कौन से? 2nd, 4th, 5th, 8th, 9th, and 12th from any Mula Trikona sign is a friend. Okay, so 1 and 8th में Mars क्या हुआ?
Friend.
Mars is a super friend. क्या हुआ?
Ati Mitra.
अति मित्र. मित्र Ati Mitra. You know the concept of Ati Mitra? Mitra, Ati Mitra. Okay. Now, shall we move on from 4 to 5? Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, Jupiter, 5. Okay, 6 is not a friend, 7 is not a friend, 8. What is 8?
Moon.
Moon. So what do you consider moon as? Moon as what?
Friend.
Is it friend with
Friend.
Jupiter?
Friend.
But do you think moon is also the lord of second somehow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How?
He gets exalted. He gets. Yeah, उसका मूल त्रिकोण है वो.
उसका मूल त्रिकोण है ना, उसका ऑफिस भी है.
Yeah.
So what will be moon to Jupiter? Come on.
Ati Mitra.
Neutral.
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 Moon is neutral. You know, चंद्रमा बदल सकता है बृहस्पति के साथ. Moon is neutral. एनिमिकल की बात करें तो अभी तक एनिमिकल कौन सा हुआ? आपने यहाँ पे तो नोट ही नहीं किया.
राहु.
राहु. ठीक है, इसका 11th का लॉर्ड राहु भी है ना?
क्या?
राहु है? हेलो.
हाँ, yes, yes.
राहु. राहु 11th के साथ जो 3rd से अलावा राहु और किसका स्वामी है?
6th.
Sorry.
Virgo.
तो कहना है इससे राहु is destroying the 3rd and the 10th house of Brihaspati. Yes or no?
Yes.
It is destroying the prakram and work of Brihaspati.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Come on. Yes.
Yes, Guruji, yes.
It is destroying the prakram and the work of Brihaspati.
Yes.
So Rahu becomes extremely animical. Okay. What about Ketu? क्या केतु का मूल त्रिकोण कौन सा है? Pisces.
Yeah.
And the house is Scorpio.
8.
So which is
Yeah.
4 and 12. So let me
Mitra.
tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Ketu is one of the best friends of Jupiter. If you give me a statement in future that Jupiter का Ketu दुश्मन है, not a good friend, I will not agree to this. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Rahu with Jupiter is a problem. Ketu with Jupiter is not a problem. Is it clear? समझ में आ रहा है? आगे
Yes, sir.
बढ़ें, आगे
Yes, sir.
देखें. अब जाके
Yes.
हम देखते हैं अगला जो ग्रह है जो खराब करता है गुरु को, वो कौन सा करता है. अब आगे हम गए थे शुक्र के पास. What is this शुक्र? शुक्र is how many places? 6. This is the 6th place.
Yes.
And this is which place?
11.
11th. So
11.
Venus becomes a what? Animical. Venus is highly animical क्योंकि Venus गुरु का क्या खराब करता है? छठा भाव डेली रूटीन, एनिमीज को बढ़ाता है.
Yes.
ठीक है. और कौन सा भाव? द गेन्स ऑफ बृहस्पति. पैसा है ना, अरे रोमांस है ना, पैसा, रोमांस, लग्जरी. बृहस्पति आपको गेन करवाना चाहते हैं अध्यात्म. शुक्र आपको क्या गेन करवा रहा है? रोमांस, लव. सो जो बृहस्पति की एक गेन है वो शुक्र खराब कर देता है. आप समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात? आर यू रिलेटिंग टू व्हाट आई एम सेइंग?
Yes.
ओके, आगे बढ़ते हैं। नाउ व्हाट अबाउट दिस, जुपिटर से 7th में कौन बैठा है मूल त्रिकोण से? मरकुरी।
Yes.
मरकुरी बैठा है, और मरकुरी और किसका स्वामी है?
10th. Virgo. 10th from it.
7th and 10th। तो मरकुरी क्या बना?
अति शत्रु।
अति शत्रु।
अति शत्रु।
कौन कौन अति शत्रु हो गया अभी तक?
राहु
राहु हो गया,
and Mercury.
शुक्र हो गया,
and Mercury।
बुध हो गया। चंद्रमा न्यूट्रल है, सैटर्न
न्यूट्रल।
न्यूट्रल है। ओके, व्हाट अबाउट सूर्य?
मित्र।
हाउ मित्र? व्हाट इज द प्लेसमेंट ऑफ सूर्य? 9th।
9th. Yes.
Sun is the friend।
Yes.
Okay, Mangal is the friend, Ketu is the friend, Sun is the friend. How many planets we got? 3, 3, 6, and 2, 8, and Jupiter is 9th himself.
Yes।
Now you know what are neutral planets from Jupiter? What are neutral planets from Jupiter? Moon,
Moon and Saturn.
Saturn. Inimical friends? Inimical, sorry, not enemy. कौन कौन है? राहु,
Venus, Mercury.
Mercury। और मित्र कौन है? मंगल,
Sun,
केतु
Mars।
एंड सन। हो गया? ठीक है, एक और ग्रह का करें, किसी भी और ग्रह का एक और का करें। Shall we do it?
Yes sir।
कौन से ग्रह का करें बोलो?
Venus.
वीनस का करते हैं। ओके, वीनस का मूल त्रिकोण साइन कौन सा है?
Libra.
ठीक है, तो मैं एक काम करता हूं, उन घरों को पहले हाईलाइट करता हूं, स्टार बनाता हूं उन घरों पे जो उसके फ्रेंडली हैं। कौन कौन से फ्रेंडली हैं? 2nd, ओके, देन 5th, ओके, 4th, 5th, 8th,
8, 9,
9
12।
एंड 12। दीज आर दी फ्रेंडली, इनके लॉर्ड फ्रेंडली हैं वीनस के। बाकी सारे देखते हैं क्या होता है। आओ इसको रब करते हैं। इट्स अ वेरी इजी श्लोका, इट्स वेरी इजी श्लोका। You know who is a guru? Guru or a teacher is someone who could make difficult things easy. And at times, if someone is not a guru, he will make easy things also very complicated. Now that is the problem with modern day gurus. Okay, Venus. Venus है ना, Venus? यहां से दूसरा कौन सा है? मंगल। But Mangal is also the 7th. 7th. So one inimical, one this is what?
Neutral.
तो मंगल जो है शुक्र का न्यूट्रल है। Am I clear? आगे बढ़ते हैं। जुपिटर। जुपिटर क्या काम कर रहा है? जुपिटर क्या काम कर रहा है? जुपिटर शुक्र का पराक्रम और उसकी डेली रूटीन को खराब कर देता है। यस और नो? तो
Yes, sir।
जुपिटर यहां पर हम लिखते हैं वीनस, और वीनस का जुपिटर क्या बना?
अति शत्रु।
अति शत्रु।
शत्रु।
आगे बढ़ते हैं। शनि। आहा, शनि क्या है वीनस का? अति मित्र, बेस्ट फ्रेंड, क्योंकि 4th और 5th का लॉर्ड है। राहु क्या है? राहु 5th है, और 5th के बाद 12th भी है। तो राहु उसका क्या बना? अति मित्र। शनि और राहु अति मित्र हो गए। ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं। ठीक है, मंगल। मंगल क्या है? वो तो हो गया। चलो आगे शुक्र ही आ गया फिर से। ठीक है, अब शुक्र में क्या है? यहाँ पे आप किसको कंसिडर करेंगे? चंद्रमा को भी। ठीक है, मून क्या है? तो मून इज फ्रेंडली एंड देन मून इज एनिमिकल। तो फ्रेंडली एनिमिकल क्या हुआ?
न्यूट्रल।
तो चंद्रमा क्या बना? शुक्र का न्यूट्रल। ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं। मर्क्यूरी, मर्क्यूरी क्या है 9th एंड 12th, तो मर्क्यूरी क्या हुआ
अति मित्र।
अति
मित्र।
मित्र, ठीक है। केतु क्या हुआ, केतु इज 8th एंड 12th, तो यहाँ पे सेकंड है और यहाँ पे क्या है 6th, सो केतु विल
Neutral.
बिकम
न्यूट्रल।
न्यूट्रल, ठीक है। सूर्य क्या होगा एनिमिकल, ठीक है। 3 3 6 और 2 8, बन गया टेबल।
जी।
होमवर्क, होमवर्क क्या है, व्हाट इज द होमवर्क, अपने अपने आप ही बोल दो कि मैं बोलूं,
सारे प्लैनेट्स का करके आना है।
मैं बोलूं, यू वांट टू से योरसेल्फ,
We have to do it for all the planets.
हाँ ठीक है, यू हैव टू डू इट फॉर ऑल द प्लैनेट्स।
Guruji, why did we consider these houses? I mean,
This is
5 or
this is the
9.
this is the kala, this is the chal of Jupiter in the Brahmand. I said it in the first time. While imagination rishis have seen that these houses and all the planets followed Jupiter. You understand?
Yeah.
पारुल जी, जैसे
Yeah,
बादक
गुरुजी।
का होता है ना, बादक का तीन स्टेप आगे 3 स्टेप पीछे सिखाया था ना ज्योतिष भूषण की क्लासेस में कि बादक ग्रह कैसे चल रहा था, कैसे बादक निकाला था हमने।
Yes. Yes, Guruji.
The Vishnu Pada concept.
You know 2 4 5 9 8 9 and 12 ये हमेशा बृहस्पति के एसेट्स हैं, दे आर द एसेट्स ऑफ बृहस्पति। अपने से दूसरा घर परिवार बृहस्पति ने देना है, चतुर्थ भाव सुख घर बृहस्पति ने देना है, बच्चे बृहस्पति ने देने हैं। ज्योतिष, आज मैं सुबह पढ़ा रहा था, विशाखा इज द एंट्रेंस, आर्क है ना, आर्क, आर्क निशान होता है विशाखा का, एंट्रेंस है किसके लिए, राहु से निकल के ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के लिए। वहां बृहस्पति बैठे हैं, नवम और फिर 12वां, ये बृहस्पति को बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं घर, और उनकी कला और उनकी जो चाल है उसके अकॉर्डिंग भी है। जब उन्होंने बोला कि यहां यहां मेरी मित्रता होगी, जो भी आ जाए, उसके अलावा मेरी मित्रता नहीं है कहीं पे भी, न्यूट्रल होगा या एनिमिकल होगा, एवरीवन फॉलोड बृहस्पति बिकॉज ही इज ऑफ द हाईएस्ट सत्व। Is it crystal clear or not?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes.
Now you will have no complaints in your mind कि कौन एनिमिकल है, कौन फ्रेंड है, कौन न्यूट्रल है। You
Yes,
apply it on 9 planets, you will get it. Guruji, this योग to be seen. कौन सा योग, D1 D9, कौन सा योग कह रहे हो?
ईश्वर योग।
ईश्वर योग D1 में भी देखो, D9 में भी देखो। अगर D9 में बनता है तो क्या बात है, मतलब पिछले जन्म में भी आप महान काम करके आए हो, there's no doubt about it, और इस जन्म में भी करोगे। हाँ, okay, so this is
जुपिटर इन लियो एंड एक्वेरियस में क्या होगा, लियो एंड एक्वेरियस का
क्या,
अगर जुपिटर लियो में है तो उसमें लियो में कोई एक्सॉल्टेशन तो होती नहीं है।
हाँ तो सूर्य देखेंगे ना,
अच्छा, और एक्वेरियस
जहाँ पे एक्सॉल्टेशन नहीं होती वहां सूर्य देखोगे आप, जिन ग्रहों में एक्सॉल्टेशन नहीं होती उस घर का स्वामी देखोगे आप।
ठीक है। और
मैंने
सर,
आपको जुपिटर के एग्जाम्पल में बताया तो था।
और
जी।
सर चलित में देख सकते हैं ये
ना
ये ना?
ना
और
यस चंद्र
गुरुजी नवमांश में
जी,
अगर उसका जो उच्च का स्वामी है वो गुरु के साथ ही बैठ जाए फिर क्या होगा?
ना कंजंक्शन नहीं मैं बोल रहा, मैं राशि दृष्टि बोल रहा हूँ, जो परमानेंट और सबसे पावरफुल चीज है। यस चंद्रेश,
गुरुजी ये स्कॉर्पियो में कौन से प्लेनेट एक्सॉल्टेड होते हैं?
स्कॉर्पियो में कोई प्लैनेट एक्सॉल्टेड नहीं होता।
कि मेरा जो जुपिटर स्कॉर्पियो में है इसलिए पूछ रहा हूं।
तो आप पहले बेसिक्स पढ़ो एक बार जाके। बहुत से लोग बोलेंगे केतु एक्सॉल्टेड होता है, केतु का अपना घर होता है वो।
मैंने पढ़ा था किधर
आओ पढ़ो, वो आपने पढ़ा है, मेरे जैसे किसी इंसान ने लिख दिया होगा। ठीक है ना, मैं राहु केतु की एग्जॉल्टेशन को मानता ही नहीं हूँ, टू बी वेरी वेरी ऑनेस्ट विद यू। ठीक है, आई विल टॉक अबाउट दिस राहु केतु समडे, किसी दिन बात करेंगे।
इसके लिए
नवमांशा में तो मेरे
कैसे
बनता है।
ईश्वर योग तो देखा नहीं जाएगा ना,
सॉरी,
ईश्वर योग इसके लिए देखा नहीं जाएगा ना, अगर
आप बताइए ना,
जुपिटर
अगर बृहस्पति जो है वो स्कॉर्पियो में है, ठीक है ना, तो हम किसकी पोजीशन को देखेंगे, मंगल और केतु की।
राइट,
we'll have to see, क्या मंगल और केतु की राशि दृष्टि है आपके बृहस्पति पे।
केतु की है।
हाँ बस ठीक है, फिर ईश्वरीय योग है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी के लिए बहुत अच्छा योग है, वेरी गुड फॉर स्पिरिचुअलिटी।
गुरुजी
You
मैंने
should do-
नोटिस किया ऐसे
जी
कि जब भी मैं बहुत स्पिरिचुअल होता हूँ, सात्विक होता हूँ, तो अच्छी अच्छी चीजें होती हैं लाइफ में।
हाँ, देखो जब आप स्पिरिचुअल होंगे, सात्विक होंगे, तो कोई दशा आपको बिगाड़ नहीं सकती। जहां पर आपने स्पिरिचुअलिटी छोड़ी आप गए।
Yes.
मेरे नवमांश में बनता है।
100% राइट।
One has to be 100% right with these yogas. भक्ति की शक्ति, ईश्वर ईश्वर कृपा कब करते हैं, जब आप सतोगुणा लेकर आते हैं, सतोगुण होते हैं, यू आर स्पिरिचुअल, यू आर सात्विक, ओनली देन ईश्वर विल हेल्प यू। He has given you that, you have this yoga, come on, why can't you do it? Look at Lata Mangeshkar ji, she never married, she became an avid devotee of Saraswati and gave away her life, you know, to Ma Saraswati for singing, to Shiva. Did she get even one day in her life when she was not successful? इतना पावरफुल योग है।
नवमांश में भी बनता है तो वैसे ही मानेंगे।
एब्सोल्युटली, शानदार है पारुल जी, पिछले जन्म की जबरदस्त वाइब्रेशन लेकर आई हैं आप, उसको कंटिन्यू करना है। नवमांश में ये योग फलित होता है, अच्छा, आई कैन गेट इनटू नवांशा, बट लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द लग्ना। बट नवांश में क्या, यस राजेश्वर।
हरे कृष्ण गुरुजी।
हरे कृष्णा।
गुरुजी, लाइक जस्ट टू टेक दिस इनपुट्स, क्या हम तो बाकी डिविजन चार्ट्स में देख सकते हैं, जैसे D10 एंड
बिल्कुल
अदर
देख
चार्ट्स?
सकते हैं, बिल्कुल देख सकते हैं, एब्सोल्युटली देख
So
सकते हैं।
that aspect of life is
That
gifted
aspect of
blessing.
life is blessed by Ishvara. You have to be spiritual with that aspect of life. जैसे पारुल जी का नवमांश में, she has to be spiritual, you know, in marriage. She has to be spiritual, you know, in relationships. She has to be spiritual with the guru. She has to be spiritual with the teachers. She has to be spiritual inside as well as the outside. The DNA has to be spiritual. Then no dashas will worry her. और वो डीएनए स्पिरिचुअल तब होता है जब आप एक्सट्रीमली स्पिरिचुअल हो जाते हैं, तब चीजें आपके लिए काम करें। अपने मन में कोई भी द्वेष सब खत्म कर देते हो। Now,
सर अगर
हाँ जी,
सॉरी
please.
सर सॉरी
Sorry,
सर
please.
अगर जुपिटर हो ही कैंसर में,
तो चंद्र देखेंगे।
so then my daughter has it.
Yes. Then we'll have to look. Then the only requirement is to be spiritual and sattvic. अगर आप स्पिरिचुअल हैं, सात्विक हैं, आपकी कुदरत मदद करेगी। जहां पर स्पिरिचुअलिटी और सात्विकता की कमी आई, वहां पर ये योग फलित नहीं होता है। It doesn't give you any result.
So Jupiter is conjunct with Ketu in Cancer, and Moon is in 7th Rashi, Libra.
हाँ, तो नहीं, एस्पेक्ट नहीं हुआ ना। कैंसर में तो लिब्रा का कोई एस्पेक्ट ही नहीं है।
So movable sign नहीं हुआ ये?
तो
1,
मूवेबल
4, 7,
साइन,
10.
जो मूवेबल साइन है, वो सारे फिक्स्ड साइन को एस्पेक्ट करते हैं।
Oh yes, sorry.
They do not aspect the movable sign.
Each
Only dual signs aspect each other.
other, yes. True.
Okay, so fixed sign will aspect movable, movable will aspect the dual, except the adjacent to it.
Right.
Okay. Now, this is the first step of the rule that I'm going to tell you. The rule says, now this is a very powerful rule, very powerful rule. I want you to mute yourself, people who are on unmute, because there is a lot of, you know. Okay, now look at, understand this rule. ये rule आपका जीवन बदल देगा. Guys, please mute yourself. It's a request. Okay. what does this rule say? This rule says, if you have rule number 45, please mute yourself. Thank you. If you have inimical planets, sitting in Dvidwadash or Naupancham from Jupiter Lagna, they will never let you grow financially, mentally, psychologically. Shall I do an example? Okay, let me check. Look at this chart. This is my chart. Okay, how do we make this known as Jupiter Lagna? I will have to rotate Jupiter to the Lagna. We are rotating Jupiter to the Lagna. Do we have planets in Dvidwadash of Jupiter? No.
No.
Do we have planets in the Naupancham of Jupiter?
Yes. Ketu.
We got Ketu. But what is Ketu to Jupiter?
Atimitra.
Atimitra. The rule says that there should not be Mercury, Venus, or Rahu in Dvidwadash or Nui Pancham from 9:5 or 2:12 from Brahaspati. If we have Mercury, Venus, or Rahu 2:12 from Jupiter, it is gonna hit the mind. The mind will do such mistakes that your business will be ruined. Right? And if it is 5:9, your soul is carrying a very unsuccessful career because of your past life karmas. If you have inimical planets, such people should always remain in job, no business. No business. People ask me, Gurudev, how about business? How about this, that? So if you have Rahu, if you have Venus, if you have Mercury, Dvidwadash or 9:5 from Jupiter, you need certain remedies written in Shiv Mahapuran to overcome this combination. There are remedies in Shiv Mahapuran, guaranteed remedies for these yogas. Guaranteed. And when I say guaranteed, I'm saying 200% guaranteed, not even 100%. Maninder, these are all friendly planets. I'm just talking about inimical planets. I'm talking about inimical planets in Dvidwadash. You know what will happen if you have inimical planets in Dvidwadash? Your mind will be blocked when you are doing a business. Your mind will not work. How many of have it? Do you have anyone? And don't
I have
worry.
Guruji.
You have. What is the planet that you have?
Guruji, I have Mars, Venus in 2nd from Jupiter, and I have Ketu with the Mercury retrograde in the 12th from Jupiter.
हाँ, तो केतु की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मरकुरी है
और Venus भी है next 2nd house में.
Venus भी है, तो ये बिजनेस के लिए अच्छा योग नहीं है. ये बिजनेस के लिए अच्छा योग नहीं है. When it comes to business, doing, becoming an entrepreneur, having dhana from the entrepreneurship, Sun and kept in 2nd, non in the 12th to Jupiter. I didn't get you, Nandita. What you saying?
Sun and Ketu in the 2nd, but none in 12th.
So Sun and Ketu are friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so,
Jupiter with Mars, so that's good too.
yeah, it's Ati Mitra. It's fine. See, should I repeat? 3 grahas. मेरे को मरकुरी नहीं चाहिए, मेरे को शुक्र नहीं चाहिए, मेरे को राहु नहीं चाहिए, बृहस्पति से द्विद्वादश और नवपंचम. Am I clear? You will see if it is Dvidvadash, then it is the problem of the mind, easy to solve. Hello? If you have these planets in Dvidvadash of Brahaspati, Shiv Mahapuran says very easy remedies which I can give you, but very accurate. See, the remedies for the businesses are to be seen through nakshatras, and all these things will be taught in the Shiv Mahapuran. That is very individually horoscope based. But if you have 5-9, if you have this yoga in the 5-9, trust me, it is a yoga which takes a lot to be cured. बहुत समय लगता है इसको ठीक करने को. Although we have remedies in SMP, we have remedies in Shiv Mahapuran, but difficult ones. Venus in the 2nd, Rahu in the 12th from Jupiter. Job करोगे ना, business करोगे ना चंद्रेश, जब तक सर्टन शिवा रेमेडीज नहीं होंगी, राइट, सर्टन अनुष्ठानास नहीं होंगे, सर्टन तत्व को बैलेंस नहीं करोगे. शिव महापुराण में 200 दिन की हम एक यात्रा करने वाले हैं. 200 days of meditation that you people will do together with me, right, on various bijas first and then panchaksharis, right, then the effect of these yogas go away. आप देखना चंद्रेश, आपके बिजनेस में कितनी स्पेकुलेशन रहती होगी, आपका माइंड काम करना बंद कर देता होगा काम के अंदर.
जी गुरु जी, मैं पहले से ही बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ और थोड़ा चलता है अच्छा, फिर थोड़ा डाउन होता है, अब जाता है डाउन होता है, अब जाता है डाउन होता है,
और
ऐसे ही
जब वो
होता है.
डाउन जाता है ना, आपका दिमाग नहीं काम करता.
जी गुरु जी, राइट.
राहु एंड वीनस आ गया ना 5th से, ये काम खराब कर देता है प्रवीण, ये काम खराब कर देता है. ये दुनिया का सबसे डिफिकल्ट, मैंने आपको 2 एक्सट्रीम योग बता दिए आज. एक सबसे पावरफुल योग और एक सबसे नेगेटिवली पावरफुल योग. मैंने आपको बताया था कि ये क्लास को आप चेरिश करोगे लंबे समय तक. एक तो ईश्वरीय योग बता दिया आपको, और जो दूसरा योग बता दिया वो एक्सट्रीमली डिफिकल्ट. नीति कह रहे थे आई हैव वीनस 5th फ्रॉम जुपिटर. खराब होता है ना जब वीनस आ गया ना 5th फ्रॉम जुपिटर, तो संतान को आगे बढ़ने में भी बड़ी दिक्कत आती है, या तो संतान होती नहीं है, और अगर संतान होती है तो संतान चमक नहीं पाती है इतनी जल्दी, स्ट्रगल करती है, मेहनत लगती है बच्चों के ऊपर भी, क्योंकि द्विद्वादश मन को जकड़ता है, नवपंचम आत्मा को जकड़ता है. द्विद्वादश इज गोना squeeze your mind, and 5-9 is gonna squeeze your soul. इसको डाइजेस्ट करो, इसको डाइजेस्ट करो, डाइजेस्ट दिस टुडे. आज इतना ही, टुडे इज ओनली दिस मच विल डू. डाइजेस्ट दिस टुडे.